Long ago there was a beautiful land instead of the shimmering sea that we now call Cardigan Bay. This beautiful land was ruled by a miserable king with no guarantee. Even so, it was a very pretty country. But the land of that country was below sea level. That sea was kept out by a gigantic stone wall. The brave person in charge of looking after the gigantic wall was Prince Llewellyn. His very important job was to make sure there was always 2 watchmen in the towers. All they had to do was ring a bell in one of the towers to warn people if there was danger. One stormy night, the king decided to have a party that everyone was invited. Llewellyn wanted to go to the party, so he put 2 watchmen on the tall towers, and he set off for the party. But one of the other watchmen wanted to go to the party as well, so he left Gwyn alone to look after the towers.
It was an awesome party. Everybody got very drunk. Poor old Gwyn, he was left outside guarding the towers alone while a storm raged.
Gwyn went outside to check the walls. He saw that they were cracking and the water was coming through. I must ring the bell to warn everybody. Gwyn rang the bell, but everybody at the party was having such a good time that they didn't hear.
Gwyn was in love with the king's daughter. Gwyn got on his horse and rode to the castle to warn everybody. The flood waters were behind him all the way. When he got to the castle, he found everybody drunk. They were so fast asleep that he couldn't wake them. He found the king's daughter, and together they rode away from the castle. The king's daughter hadn't been to the party. She was in her room in the castle. They escaped, but the entire land was flooded. And all the castles, all the towers, and all of the buildings from that day on had been flooded. Gwyn and the king's daughter were married and lived happily ever after. Even today, on stormy nights, the people of Cardigan Bay say that you could sometimes hear the sound of the bells of the watchtowers still ringing in the deep.